So here we are today. I've just underclubbed my approach shot to the green, left myself just short, have a chip shot up to the flag, which is located in the middle of the green. I must get up and down to save my par so I can move on to the next hole and not put myself too far behind. But alas, what shot do I play? Decisions, decisions, decisions. What club do I play? What technique do I employ? Well, I'm going to take you through some of the options that you have if you're in my situation right now, and talk about some of the higher and lower percentage shots, help you decide, make your own decision of course, and help you understand how to execute that decision once you've made it. So I have in my hand a variety of clubs. These clubs are clubs that golfers would tend to chip with around most golf courses. Firstly, in my left hand I have a 7-iron, the most lowest lofted club that will come out very low and run. A pitching wedge, which is a medium lofted club, come out a little higher, run a little bit. A sand wedge here, which will come out quite high and not run very far at all. And a lob wedge that will come out extremely high, should I connect with it, and won't run very far at all. Well, the first thing I'm going to do with all these clubs is I'm going to throw the lob wedge away. Now, I don't encourage throwing golf clubs out there, please don't get the wrong idea, but I'm going to discard the lob wedge. I'm certainly not going to use it. It is a very, very low percentage shot to play from here. It's not necessary. It looks fancy, but it won't get you the result most times. I would encourage you to tend to look at practicality versus aesthetics when you're playing these sorts of shots. Then, once I've thrown that lob wedge or discarded that lob wedge away, I'm going to assess the terrain that I have to encounter before I even make a decision on what club I'm going to use and what technique I'm going to employ. So as I walk up the green here, I have a flat front that works up to a plateau, which goes to the flagstick. Now, on this flat front, if I was to land a ball just here and allow it to run up the rise to the flag, naturally I would use this 7-iron, and I'll talk about how to play that shot in a moment. If I was then to choose to engage and allow the ball to fly over to the top of the plateau and land it on top, I would be employing the pitching wedge as a club of choice, and then all the way to the front there I would be using my sand wedge, and it wouldn't roll very far at all. They're my three options. What I wouldn't do is try to hit the ball into the rise or tier, because it will take all the power off the ball and it will react very inconsistently. I'm either landing the ball over on the top plateau or at the front. I'm certainly not half pregnant in this situation. It's either black or it's white. So when I walk back down now, after assessing my lie, which we're at Cheltenham Golf Club here and all lies are good lies, I'm going to start off by simply using the 7-iron and show you the appropriate technique and way to execute this particular shot. Understanding that it is a 7-iron and it has less loft, I don't need a very big swing. In fact, many would liken this to more of a putting stroke using a 7-iron. You'll notice that my shoulders rock back and through, and I'm utilising the muscles in my back here. I'm taking a very upright posture. The club is actually sitting up on the toe here slightly, and the shaft is very vertical. I don't need a full horizontal swing here. And all I'm doing is just simply rocking back and through, allowing the sole of the club just to brush the grass. I'm getting a feeling as I do this for the distance I'm wanting the ball to travel. And as I make these practice swings, I like to encourage people to actually look at the landing spot that they'd like the ball to hit, and then the club loft should roll it appropriately. So as I go back here, and as you see, the ball just landed on the flat, and the momentum and the angle of the club made the ball roll up the hill just to a couple of feet there. Okay, that's my 7-iron. That's my very, very high percentage shot. Now I have my pitching wedge, which I'm going to need to Certainly not have it as vertical as a 7-iron, but a little bit sitting, say, on its true lie angle on the ground. Slightly bigger backswing, using my shoulders. I have a slightly open stance with all my chip shots. I think it's essential to allow my body to turn through to the left and stay on plane. I haven't got a lot of weight forward or any sort of crazy funky movements that people tend to do. I'm pretty centered with my weight. I have a standard orthodox procedure with these shots. I'm not trying to compensate for any problems I have. I'm just very centered, very level. Now as I swing this pitching wedge back, naturally the weight of the golf club will slightly cock my wrist just a fraction, and as it does that, it will help the ball elevate in the air and carry it to the top of the rise. I stayed pretty soft with my hands there as well. So as you can see, that ball landed to the top of the rise and didn't roll too far, just gone a couple of feet past the hole. Now my sand wedge, this is an even bigger swing. My wrist will cock a little bit more, the weight of the golf club will allow that to occur. I'm going to basically be thinking just short of the flagstick, and the ball should stop. I'm going to open my stance just a fraction more for this one as well. Not too bad. Well, me personally, I like the 7-iron. If I had a choice, that's the club I would play. However, the sand wedge is very useful if I had to go over a bunker or other objects. There's some options for you. Golf's a game of choices. Life's all about choices as well. You take the responsibility, understand the techniques for the shots, experiment, make your choice, improve your short game, make more pars, and play better golf.